I have Olivia and Jeremy in the studio with me now from Archie. Guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Well, first off the bat, I want to thank you very much. You are officially the first guest to come into the 2XX studio since COVID kind of began. So
what an honor, thank you.
Huge honor. No pressure, but you have to be funny. You have to be like, I had a queue of people wanting this spot, but I gave it to you guys, all right? So,
okay.
So much
pressure's on.
We'll see how the ratings go after this, whether we invite you back in.
Yeah, sure.
So how have you guys fared during that COVID lockdown? Obviously, as musicians, have you been up to much?
Yeah, sure. Things have been funny because we haven't been able to see each other obviously as much, but we're all such good friends that we've just been staying in contact anyway, and it has been a time where we've been looking at writing some new stuff. Obviously that's the first thing that comes to mind when you can't really go out and go to shows, is to be like just writing in your bedroom and stuff. So we'd be doing that. And yeah, other than that, there's been a couple of live stream things that have presented themselves, which is super exciting. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And how about yourself, Jeremy? The same?
Yeah, well, just with the writing stuff, like we've gotten used to starting to use Zoom as like a platform to start writing music.
God bless Zoom.
Yeah, oh man, there's so many things you can do with it. Like you can like control other things and like from like other people's houses. I didn't realize you could do that. I'm just like, what is this? It's like witchcraft.
You're pulling the curtain back on this now. There's like the magic of it all.
I know.
Here's a big question for you. How many Zoom trivias have you attended over the last 2 months?
Zoom trivias?
What? I've just got a shocked Zoom trivias. Have I just enlightened you to something?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Jeremy, are you backing me up? Or?
No, well, I haven't actually been to one, but my sister made her own one with some friends, and I was going to join in, but she practiced all the questions on me, so I was like,
You could have gone in and been an outstanding competitor, as long as you and your sister kept it quiet, you know?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I mean, there's no prize, so it's not really...
Only pride.
Yeah.
You mentioned the live streams. So obviously during this time we can't get together and watch your fantastic music in like huge numbers. So how have you guys got around that?
Yeah, well, obviously COVID has been a weird thing for everyone to get used to, but something great is that we've had new experiences and new opportunities that like we haven't like had in the past. So like one thing that came up was Live in Your Lounge, and it's really cool to see something that's like is a new platform for artists to like jump on and stuff. They had Hope the week before us, and then we were on, and that was a really fun experience because we hadn't done any of that live streaming stuff before.
And it's so professional as well. Yeah. The way they run everything is
it's great.
It's really professional, and yeah, they know what they're doing. Like we literally set up and they were there. They had everything ready, and like we didn't have to do anything. Like it was so perfectly run.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we got heaps of support from that too. So like all our friends and families and like some pretty fun fans were like jumping on and sending us messages and stuff that we could see. So it was pretty good. It was exciting. Yeah.
That's amazing. What's it like performing for a non-present audience? Do you kind of feel it? Because I imagine at a live gig, one of the biggest things for you would be like vibing off that like crowd interaction. So when you're doing it for a live stream, do you still have that sense that people are here with us?
Yeah, for sure. It's a bit different. I think mostly we have to vibe off each other's energy more than anything, because we still want to bring that excited energy and the fun of playing music to like the audience. Even though the audience isn't physically there, we still want to bring that to them. So we kind of try to vibe off each other, I guess, and vibe off the music.
Yeah, that might be one of your best performances then, if you're just upping the ante on each other.
Yeah. Well, I love looking over at Zandy. His drum faces are so funny. If I could feel like my face just dropping, like not like vibing, I just look over at Zandy and he's just doing these crazy faces. I'm like, oh man,
yeah, for
so
sure.
funny.
He pulls the good faces.
Yeah, the team motivator. There he is.
Yeah.
Speaking of live streams, once again, you've got a very exciting event tomorrow night, haven't you? Can you tell us a bit about this?
Yeah, for sure. So we have been really lucky to get this opportunity with Mercury Rising by Mercury Cider to be able to do a stream with Lime Cordiale. And then that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's on the Mercury Cider website or their page.
The Facebook page.
Sorry. And yeah, we're just super excited that we got this opportunity. We're super stoked, yeah.
That's mad. Like the
Cannot
moment.
believe it. It's just surreal. I can't.
What was the moment when they're like, "Hey, you're going to play with Lime Cordiale"? You're just like, "See them coming in?" Like,
Well, there's a reaction video on Facebook because we actually didn't know if we had it or not, and then we got the video and we're just like, "What? Wait a second."
Yeah, the moment when we realized that it was actually happening was when we got sent the video of them like saying, "Hey, we checked out your stuff, we like you," when we were just, our minds were blown. We were amazed. So, yeah.
You'd be absolutely starstruck by that, surely.
We're huge Lime Cordiale fans, so yeah.
There is a bit of a fun edit we were talking about off air with this video as well, and the reaction, and it focused on you, Jeremy. Can you tell us a bit about this?
Oh, well, I mean, they said that they'd listened to our music, and I was just like looking straight at the camera. I had no idea what was going on, and then they edited it so it looked like I was like doing all these crazy like equations in my head, and I was thinking really hard about what was going on. I'm just like, oh, how did they like?
It was very fitting, though.
Yeah, it was fitting. It was funny because there's a bit of a running joke that where you're the like coding person, like you got like
I studied IT.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on the synths.
Yeah. So we're like, oh, the computer man, and for some reason they must have clocked into that one because they like put all the coding over his face while he was thinking about it. So
how did they know?
How did they know?
Lime Cordiale are always listening. Okay, just remember that they know your secrets. So how's it going to work tomorrow? So you've got the performance, and you're also doing a cover of Lime Cordiale, aren't you?
Yeah. So we're doing the cover of their single Inappropriate Behaviour, and we're doing one of our own songs, which is Greener.
Wow, that's going to be amazing. Is there a bit of pressure trying to take on the Cordiale with their own song?
Yeah, I mean, like, we didn't have a lot of time to prepare the cover, and we're just kind of like, we've got to make this as good as we can because these guys are like our idols. We've got to work as hard as we can. And I think we've got something that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
pretty excited to show everyone what we've come up with.
We're very excited for it, yeah.
That's awesome. If you are just tuning in, you're listening to 2XX FM. This is Local and Live. My name is Banksy, and we are joined in the studio by Olivia and Jeremy of Archie. We're talking all things music, live streams, big gigs, and just dreams and music and the whole shebang. We even had a chat about hand sanitizer at some point. How's the hand sanitizer here, guys? You enjoying it?
It's great. Yeah, it's great.
It's just good to find some in stock.
Yeah,
I think.
sure.
Yeah, that's why if you need clean hands, please pop in on the 2XX FM studio. There's a bad offer right there. Right, we're going to have a quick musical break. I was just wondering if you guys can do me a favour and introduce it for me, please.
Yeah, sure. This is our latest single, Blink, and yeah, have a listen.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is Blink by Archie. Archie with their latest track and former 2XXFM track of the week, Blink, and I'm joined in the studio now by two members of Archie. I have Olivia and Jeremy. Thanks for joining me.
No worries.
Thanks for having us.
So, I want to know a bit more about you guys. So, Archie, there's 4 of you in total, is that right?
Yep.
And what do you all kind of do in the band?
Oh yeah, well there's so I play the guitar and synth, and Liv plays the bass, and then we've got Zandy, who's our drummer. Who owns the dog, who we'll talk about in a minute.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers. And then Grant, who's our lead singer and also plays the guitar.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What's the process like for you guys producing the music then? Is it one big collaborative effort?
Sure, I think we try to be collaborative where we can. A lot of the times it'll start with a simple idea or a melody or something. We often call Jeremy the hook lord because he just has I think he just sits at home and writes little hooks and stuff and then puts them up on the Dropbox for everyone to see. And
I don't leave the house.
I have heard rumours of this Dropbox. It's just every day just full of hooks.
Yeah, for
absolutely no life whatsoever. That's what they told me, Jeremy. I'm recycling information here.
But yeah, he is the hook lord because he comes up with some really cool stuff, and then a lot of the time we'll take one of those things and we'll take it to a jam or something, and we'll all just work on it, bring our own part to it or a piece to it. Kind of works like that.
Awesome. And in terms of your sound, we absolutely love it. How would you define it? Kind of a synth pop?
Synthy, surfy, pop rock.
Surfy pop, yeah.
That's right, yeah. So synth pop rock, I guess.
Yeah.
And where did you get inspirations for this kind of genre?
Oh.
In terms of bands?
Yeah, or just anywhere. You can walk past a monument and be inspired, I suppose.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that, the energy we want to bring to songs is when we hang out the coast and stuff, that sort of energy we like. Zandy has a coast house down in Browley, and when we visit there, we like to do a lot of like writing or like talking about stuff. So that's one of our inspirations.
Yeah.
Zandy sounds like a good mate to have.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great. In terms of like bands and stuff, I'd probably say like Ballpark Music,
Yeah.
Jungle Giants. I think one of the big ones was actually Lime Cordial. So having this is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they were one of our idols when we started. So yeah, this is just still over the moon about that.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I know. And who else? Maybe Jungle Giants.
yeah.
Yeah, all those kind of bands sort of mushed together. Just, different vibes from everyone.
That's Archie. In terms of Canberra acts, who kind of catches your eyes or ears in the Canberra music scene? Who do you guys listen to from Canberra?
Yeah, for sure. I think Canberra's got a great upcoming music scene at the moment. We love Kirkland. We got to play with Eves when we were on the live stream, so she was really cool.
Yeah, Hope.
Yeah, we
Hope's
love
really
Hope.
good.
Yeah. And
You can't see, but I'm nodding in approval. Every single name that's coming out, I'm just like, yes, those guys. They are fantastic. Like we're so incredibly lucky to have such a small little city, but the amount of talent that comes out of it is absurd.
yeah, for sure. We're really lucky with that.
Genesis, his new song.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is
We love
that is so sick. Genesis' new song is so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Sorry, it's been a while since we've had someone in the studio. I've forgotten how to interact with other human beings.
I think we all have, yeah.
It's like even when you arrived in, it's like nearly went for the handshake. Was like, no, that's not kosher.
Yeah.
Just went for the little elbow bumps.
Yeah.
And then even after that, I walked you straight in, showed you my sanitizer, covered myself, and then we're good to go to have a 2-meter chat. You got to be safe.
Yeah.
I got one last question for you, and this relates to a story I've read online, which I'm absolutely in love with. Now, I am a huge dog lover. Like, the only thing that takes over my social media accounts are just pictures of me and my dog. Like, my partner Gabby sometimes gets a look in, but it's me and the dog mainly. Now, the name Archie for the band, can you give me the origin of that?
Yes, of course. Archie is the name of Zandy's dog, and we really like the name of the dog, and we really like the energy of the dog because he's so funny, and he just sort of runs into our jams and just sort of
Steps on all the pedals.
He does. He steps on all the pedals, and he one time pulled out Jeremy's lead, which was a bit of
yeah.
not
Oh
that
my
great.
god, I remember that. Yeah, he actually broke my first guitar.
Yeah.
He ran so fast through our like rehearsal space, so he ripped the lead straight out of my guitar. I'm like, Archie, what are you doing? We had to I think we did like 3 or 4 shows where I had to duct tape my guitar together just so it would
before
work.
we got a new guitar.
Yeah, but
we-
you can't be mad at that dog.
No, you can't. He's so fun-loving and he's beautiful, and that's why we wanted to call ourselves after him. Yeah.
I love that. I even read the term kindred spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun talking to you guys. Now, if we want to hear more from you, some more Archie music, like how can we get a hold of your stuff? And also, is there anything else coming up in the pipeline that we should be keeping our ears out for?
Yeah, for sure. You can find us on Spotify or Apple Music and stuff. We've got, we had Blink that was released recently. We've got some stuff coming up, I think, with Warm Water, which is exciting. So keep an eye on that.
Next month or 2.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we've got something that we're super excited for, which is our stream for Mercury Rising with Lime Cordial. So tune into that. It should be on Mercury Cider's Facebook page, and that'll be at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be
brilliant.
really fun. Yeah, we're so keen.
Just huge smiles
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
Lady studio.
We're
Cannot
beaming.
wait for that. Awesome. Right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Best of luck with tomorrow's show.
Thank you.
There we go. That was Olivia and Jeremy of Archie, who you can check out tomorrow. Flick over to the Facey B page for all the details. Mercury Cider, where you can check out their performance. Now, here's the latest track from Moaning Lisa.